What is up guys, and welcome back for another build for Godfall. Today we are going to have a look at a really strong build for Illumina. Illumina is one of the best all-rounder valor plates in the game. She can dish out some really high damage as well as being able to survive nearly anything that the game can throw at you. She also got some of the best and well-balanced shards in the recent Exalted update. Having a strong balance between healing as well as damage output, Illumina really came out as one of the top valor plates. This build is able to dish out some really high damage. Your shield attacks can hit even in the millions. Just your shield throws can hit millions, which is super crazy. There's quite a bit of customizable items you can use to mix and match your playstyle. The build also has such good health regen and survivability that you can go all the way to floor 10 in the Exalted towers. If you guys enjoyed the video, a like would be really appreciated. If you would like to see more of my builds and guides, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. With that, let's get right into the build. Alrighty, so firstly, let's go over the shards that we use for this build. There is one important one that you will need, and that is the illumination technique. This shard is what will make your shield throws super powerful. So all our shield throws will be considered as weak point attacks. I knew this shard was going to be super powerful the day it was revealed. Not only that, hitting enemies with the shield throws will also grant you weak point damage. Now your shields will benefit from all weak point damage that you have. You can reach up to 400% weak point damage from the shard alone, making your shield attacks totally insane. All hits from your shield throws are weak point hits, meaning it will easily proc all your weak point related items. Items such as Zoe's Embrace, Ash Meteorite, Loyalty are all super easy to use, since every enemy you hit with the shield throws will proc these effects. It's really an amazing shard and probably one of the most unique in the game. The second shard can be anything you want really. You can go for either the Stone of Brilliance if you want extra protection and healing, or you can go for the Banner Duelist if you want even more damage and for your banners to last a lot longer during your fights. I personally use the Banner Duelist. It really is an amazing shard as it will allow your banners to last nearly the entire fight in the towers. Since you can hit weak points so often, and especially with the shields, your banners will almost always be up. You can clear an entire room of enemies and the banner will still be active. With that, let's now have a look at the weapons and gear. The most important weapon for this build is once again the Dragon Coil. It's best to use this to get your shield charged super quickly. This way you can stack up on your weak point charges and get full advantage of your shield charge. This weapon will basically allow you to clear the towers with only your shields. I use the Blade of Conquest with the perks from the Dragon Coil, as well as getting the Greater Blessing of Luck and also more damage on my Sudden Technique. The weak point damage on it will also make my shields even stronger. For a secondary weapon, you can choose anything you like. If you want real power and damage, then surely go for the Wanderer's Ambition. It's the best weapon to clear any content in the game. The Trial Runner Javelin is even more amazing. You'll get even more weak point damage when you hit weak points. 400% weak point damage from your shard and 200% more from its polearm. It can get absolutely crazy with this weapon. If you want to use some cool weapons and have fun with this build, then go for weapons like the Crescent Glaive, the Man-Eater, the Sable Longsword, all having really cool weak point effects that you can really have fun with. Best use for this weapon is if you are going for the Ascended Towers or doing Lightbringer. For your weapons, make sure you get as much crit chance as you can. For the amulet, I use the Amulet of the Exarchs. This will allow my banners to charge up really quickly with each kill. I'm using this amulet because I'm using the Banner Shard. If you want more survivability, then go for something as the Amulet of the Betrayer. Kaeta can also be a good amulet to use to get your shield charge back. For the charm, we use the Mater Star. This charm will give us our weapon tech faster and will also launch bleed projectiles when we hit weak points. There are many others you can choose from as well, such as healing with weak point hits, and you can also add in items which apply marks, because they will allow you to inflict elements with the shield throws. Works super well if you have the God Beast Ichor and combine it with the Mark of Fragility. You can kill everything in an instant and the poison spread is already super strong. For the rings, firstly we will definitely need the Dust Lord's Signet. This will expose the enemy's weak points whenever you inflict ailments. This will also allow our weapon techniques to inflict ailments as well. For the second ring, we use the Mark of the Red Armourer, so we can out-heal all the enemy's damage, especially in the Exalted Towers. For the Lifestone, we keep it to the Archon's tier, and for the banner, we use the Mace's Bandroll. Overall, both of us give us really big damage boost. Now let's have a look at the Augments. Firstly, we get Focus to get good amounts of overhealth on crits. Force Barrier to tank the enemy's attacks. This is especially useful if you are planning to run with the dual blades. The Black Seed really helps out in getting our shield charge back really quickly, and this is especially strong when you have our dual blades dual technique active. We get Absorption to increase our Archon Fury charge speed on Weakpoint hits. Evisceration to get the Blessing of Power whenever we get critical hits. This will increase our damage by around 20%. We also get Loyalty for even more Archon Fury charge on Weakpoint hits. But Loyalty, Absorption, and if you have Exalted Illumina, you should get your Archon Fury charge super quickly. Then we have Void Shell, probably one of the best Valor Plates in the game to make the biggest use of this augment, thanks to how it's positioned. She gets a whopping 270 overhealth per crit. With this and focus and having a really high overhealth gain, you can outheal almost anything. Sleepless Eye will make your shield throws even more powerful. Every consecutive hit with your shield throws will increase more and more in damage. Then for the last augment we get Iron Heart, for good old crit chance. Here's a look at the skill tree. You can go fully into timing attacks just to get that invincible attack on your longsword. Go into banner to get a small charge speed boost as well as increasing its duration. Go fully into weak points since you hit all enemies with weak points with a shield. You can send out shockwaves with each hit. Everything else is pretty much standard. Here's a look at the Ascension powers and the stat sheet. That is it for the build, guys. This build has so many customizable options and you can do so many things with it, so knock yourself out. There are a lot of items in the game with weak point effects. Her shields allow you to proc those effects super easily. You can go super high in your weak point damage, and not only will that make your weapons like the dual blades hit really hard, but also will make your shields super powerful. You can clear entire rooms with just your shields. Lightbringer and Assaulted Towers will get absolutely destroyed with only your shield. Illumina definitely is one of the top tier Valor Plates. Not only because of the damage bonuses she gets from her shards, she also gets really strong survival options to go along with it as well. This is what makes Illumina one of the best plates in the game. You can hit some really high numbers with your super high weak point damage, hitting even in the 3 to 4 million with your dual blades. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Illumina has always been one of my favorite Valor Plates in the game. Although she can't use some of the very strong items due to your Augment Constellation, she is still super strong thanks to her new shards. What do you guys think? Do you like Illumina and how powerful her shields are? Let me know. I would love to hear from you all. I will catch you all next time.